just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And running with power here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go lion.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. Shoves him aside. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after picking up only a yard.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, how are you going to move the ball against his defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now pitching it out to Evans. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Oh, look at the juke. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Go.
Here's Herbert. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another 1st down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll run with Herbert. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll power his way up near the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Pushing his way through, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
In motion goes Raymond. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Powering forward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Chargers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They run it again with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Third and long, Corral. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all weekend
down the numbers. There he goes. There he goes up the right sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 83 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Back to throw here, Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. A give left side here for Herbert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Herbert.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They can really use some momentum before they head into halftime. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
60 Bison.
Corral looking to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On the return, Jackson. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
A final shot before the half for Corral. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Off play action. Here's Corral. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Racing to the end zone. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0.
21. Chargers, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, Corral. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Broken tackle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down. Here's Corral with it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fourth down. Here's Corral. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. A handoff for Herbert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
110 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll run here with Evans. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here with Evans. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll run for it with Evans. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 3-yard line.
Corral on 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Herbert on first down now. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
To the air again, Herbert. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert now. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Corral. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Khalil Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw here for Corral.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10, Corral again. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Going quickly here to Thomas.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On third down, here's Corral.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fourth down, here's Corral.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, we're going forward. Ready?
Herbert. That is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hold the troops right. Ready?
Now it's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Cohen. Muscles by at the 25. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. On first down, Corral.
And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And Corral will throw it. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. Down the sideline he goes.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
One final play for Corral.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs with